Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's reading is going to be their intentions for you versus your intentions for them, to see whether you're coming from the same place. What's it going to be like when your intentions meet? That type of thing. You have got three choices. Your first choice is the Chariot. Your second is the Empress, and your third choice is the Fool card. So if you want to make your choice, and then we'll get stuck in.
La música de Harry Fraud.
Okay, what I've picked up as I'm dealing these, and I haven't looked at them, and I say the same thing every time, there's a feeling of anger and drastic actions coming from your person. It doesn't have to be anger, actually. It could be, my first thoughts were when I put the cards out 28 days later, you know, when they're acting impulsively and there's a lot of energy inside them. They feel that there's an attraction, but a danger in some way in this. You've got Pluto, you've got the Death card, you've got Three of Swords here. You're coming from a place of what feels like a gentle understanding of the situation. It feels like a difficult situation between the pair of you, so don't really know what's going on. You're coming from a need to relate and a need to move things in slowly, to do things steadily. But there's some difficulties involved in here. I think that they are not very good at dealing with their thought processes, their emotions, connecting the dots and making it all make sense to them so they feel ease in themselves with these cards here. And there's confusion here. And to me, I'm not going to say the end bit yet, but it feels like you have, I'm going to say, grown up emotionally. What I mean by that is I think you've had lots of situations in your life where you have had to understand the consequences of doing the right thing, doing the wrong thing, and you've probably butted up in different situations through experience. You've learned how to act, learned what the consequences will naturally, or how they will naturally fall into place regarding what you put into a situation. So I think you're very aware. I also think the Death card at the end, your intentions are possibly to not go any further with this, or at least to make sure that it moves slowly. Oh no. You could have kids involved in here. There could be children involved. This could be like a divorce situation or just a separation. And you're coming it from, this feels like, if that was so, you'd be coming from this from a point of view of wanting the best for the child, wanting the best for the situation, dealing with it slowly, even though it's painful, knowing that change is on the horizon, but still feeling affection. They're coming it from a point of view, it doesn't have to be divorce, doesn't have to be separation, but I don't think that you're together. I don't know yet. The Seven of Fire here, to me, I still got inner angst in this person's pile. And confusion. And you've got the Death card twice in here from either side. So I think that's why I'm thinking that this pile, you're not together. There's attraction between the pair. You've got the Lovers down here. You've got the Six of Wands here. But there's something rumbling in this connection that it's like a cog, a small cog inside a watch that keeps getting stuck every time. The watch can normally tick easily, but every now and then it just gets stuck, and I wonder whether that's repeated. What is the cog in this one? There feels like I'm going to put this this over here? There's a feeling here of independence, of pride coming from you, of being very self-assured, but still questioning life in some way. And when you make a decision, you want to feel like it's coming from you, not being pushed upon you, which sounds strange in a relationship. It's like you may have spent a lot of time on your own. You may have been single for quite a while, so you're used to looking after yourself, and whatever happens in life, you just blame yourself and nobody else. That type of feeling here. There's a feeling of independence and pride. And this character over here, who is your lovely one, feels like they can push you in some ways. It feels as if there's a bit of narkiness coming from them and a very strong personality. Pluto, 7 of fire here, the Death card and 3 of swords, and something's happened between the pair of you, and pride is at stake here for some reason. This reminds me, I've had a situation today with somebody who I love very, very much, but they are this energy. They push and they push, but I don't think they mean it nastily, but I've actually really enjoyed pushing back today. I've really enjoyed it. This is what this feels like. It feels like you could be reasonably laid back most of the time, but sometimes when somebody crosses the line, never mind how much you love them, it's like, that's enough. You've got to stop there. That's enough. And there is some fun in that. There is some fun in that. So, their intentions towards you. This isn't just about their personality, but there's got to be part of it because it's going to be part of their intentions. Their intentions towards you are you're not going to see much of their intentions towards you because it's inverted. It's inward. It's confused. It's fighting with itself inside their heads. This person is confused with regards to being attracted to somebody, finding somebody's personality attractive and always wanting to get their own way in situations and not being able to do it this time. So there's a feeling here that their intentions at the moment are stuck because you've got the Hermit card as basically it's like they're fight in the middle. You know, their intentions versus your intentions. It's like that little fight, and nobody's fighting the Hermit card. You're just waiting. So I don't see at the moment with regard to their intentions that they're going to do anything about it, and they're dealing with something that makes them feel as if they're angry or upset. What is making this person so grumpy? Why are you so grumpy? Why are you shouting at me, 7 of fire? There's some hope dashed here. They had some sort of intention that everything was going to go this like lovely way. Something has hiccuped in this. Something has caused it to not be fairy tale and to be a little bit harder work than they expected. There's attraction there between the pair of you. This person has strong emotions, and if there's a slight with regard to somebody with strong Pluto, it can be blown out of proportion depending on the aspects probably. But it's like you never, either way, nice aspects, everything is felt deeply. So you're probably here wondering what on earth you've done. Do you just disappear into the mist? I think I've just said that because of the bagpipe player on the Queen's funeral. I caught that bit. I was walking in out the room. That was the bit that caught me most, I think, or grabbed my attention here. So disappearing into the mist or moving slowly and steadily and still trying to move forward. Why is this person? They think that they have the truth of the situation. They understand the situation. They see themselves as being very perceptive. They had this view that this was going to go forward in a certain way. You very calmly, very sweetly. To me, it feels like you're softer than them. What are your intentions? Your intentions for this to be fair and even and equal. and you're prepared to end this or move away unless they stop being so defensive and sort themselves out. And as I say with this one, their intentions are going to be very... these are their intentions, and most of the time we're looking at their intentions, and then the moon card here is confusion. It's all internal. There's confusion, there's lack of understanding from their point of view, and no action. Your intentions are to move forward or move away, but you want fairness, you want things to move slowly, you want to be assured of the situation, that what you're getting into is going to go in a very even manner, because this is contentious with Pluto, the Seven of Fire, the Death card and the Three of Swords. There's no other way I can see that. And what I'm looking at, why is it contentious? I'm getting the Star card and the Ace of Swords, and that's truth. And this person is going internal, so I think that they're battling with themselves with regard to the relationship, the attraction definitely between the pair of you, and this is going to carry on for quite a while, because you've got the Hermit card at the end. Between the pair of you, I feel that you are a brave soul, somebody who understands situations, doesn't always try and get the best out of a situation that's best for yourself. You try and get the best out of a situation that I think is for the group, for all the people involved. You want everybody in this situation to be okay. So I don't know what the situation is. It's the stuff, the secrets in this. There's like things going on behind the surface, and there's something that's unequal in it, I think. You've got the Justice card here, you've got the Six of Pentacles here, you've got the Page of Pentacles. This could be like children, this could, which you've got here maybe. There's different scenarios in my head in this, which I will just talk about briefly before I start summing it out with regards to the question. There's a feeling here of divorce, children involved, relationships which somebody else may have, commitments elsewhere, or once again, kids involved in here. There's a feeling of trying to find balance. Your intentions are coming from a point of view of wanting things to be fair and equal, to be able to move along this relationship with a clear conscience. There's attraction here, but you're prepared to put an end to it unless it's above board, unless it's fair, and unless the love goes both ways. This isn't, you're not coming from a scrabbling point of view that I'd like a relationship anyway to make me feel good. It's like, regardless, just for me to try it, to dip my toes in, which sometimes, obsessional relationships can get like that. I just would know, just a taste of it, and then I'm sure I'll be okay. But this hasn't got that. Not always, but I just made that up. But this hasn't got that in it. Your person is confused. Their intentions are based a lot on their ego, where they sit, how they're going to get hurt, what they perceive as being the truth of this situation. And I feel that they've got a little bit further to go with regards to being able to see clear, which is a lot more complicated than I expected. Yeah, they're holding still. They're trying to sort out what's going on in their mind. Yeah, this person's struggling. Their intentions, I guess, then are to... This is not their intentions, is it? To be able to sort this out in their mind. Their intention is to move forward when they're ready. And they're not ready. You don't want this person in this state of mind at the moment anyway. And sometimes it takes longer for some people to be able to burn through their own defences, which is what that one feels like. Your intentions are to watch this person to see when they're ready, to see when they perhaps have grown up in some way or are able to handle themselves with more grace that you do quite naturally anyway. And I think until they've reached your level, that this will be quiet for a while. What would your person ideally want? Let's just say if there wasn't all this going on, the Death card, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Fire, the Pluto, This person wishes everything, because you've got the Star card and the Ace of Swords, they wish everything to be clear and open. But to me, with regards to your cards and their cards, their clear and open is different to your clear and open. What? This person wants things. It's like somebody who struggles with themselves, who wants everything to be okay, but doesn't like to back down. The Four of Wands here with regards to, I'm like, what do they want? They want stability. They want everything to be fine, but they're not going to get there until they're finding themselves first. So I'm going to leave you with a more frivolous, how many R's in that? None. Frivolous explanation. Let's just say this is a really sort of, first meeting, initial attraction type of situation. This person has found you attractive. They don't want to move forward first because they feel as if, with these heavier cards, they've been hurt in the past. It may be difficult to get close to you without getting hurt. So that's where the screaming baby type of feeling here, the Seven of Fire and Pluto comes in. It's defense mechanisms with the Death and the Three of Swords. I'd rather end it than look an idiot, I suppose, is what they're thinking. And I remember George Clooney saying once in an interview that he never approached girls. Probably the more famous he got, the harder it was, because he would hate to be rejected. And you think, he comes across as very confident, that wouldn't be so, but who knows what goes on inside everybody? Who knows? And, he's an actor at the end of the day. You've made this person feel good, and this person has projected forwards with regards to where they want to go. But at the moment, until the situation maybe has less tension, less attraction, this person feels like they're on an even ground. So their intentions are to wait, to watch, and to peruse the situation. Great word. You here are more at ease with yourself, but there's a feeling here of, you're not going to make a move forward until you feel this person's adjusted. You don't want to put yourself, and I think that you would present yourself in a more even keel than this person. You don't want to present yourself and open yourself up to somebody, not through, I guess, it wouldn't be from a case of feeling like you're less than anyway. This is more a case of just common sense from you. So your intentions are to feel the water. While this person's trying to understand the water and know if it's safe, you're like, just sort of, when is it ready? And then I'll go in. So your intentions are more subtle, more controlled, more even tempered. Theirs are more volatile, they've got more of a backdrop to this situation they're going into. But at the moment, this feels like a bit of stalemate, to be honest. How can you get this moving forward? It's them that needs to do it. How could you get this moving forward? Because you're only in control of yourself. If you wanted this to change from the Hermit to this, to more action orientated, I suppose. What could you do? The Knight of Swords, speak clearly, be honest, be open, be straightforward. No, not emotional, not pushy, just straightforward, cool, there, truthful, relate. The Knight of Swords and the Queen of Wands together with the Mother of Earth is somebody that is lacking emotion. I'm not saying you're lacking emotion, but I'm asking the question here with this combined. I think that you look at things practically. I think that you're very straight-laced. Which is, to me, feels inside my chest fantastic. And I love emotion. I think that, it's everything, isn't it? It's music, it's dancing, it's all those bits that make us feel that life is worth living. But it's only when you're coming from an even keel can you enjoy those things in a way I think that they should be enjoyed. I don't know, but too much emotion is messy. you're not messy, you're straight, and that's what this person needs. They need to feel safe with you. So there's like, don't put too emotion into your connection with this person. When you see them, be very straight, very kind, you know, relate to them and allow them to loosen up what I think is some internal problems, and then that might move this forward. So that's what I've got with regards to intentions, and hopefully a little bit of a helping hand to move this forward if you want to. Your person needs time to feel safe. I think you're the person to do that. Don't ever, oh my gosh, I'm getting bossier as I get older. Don't ever put yourself into a situation that you feel like you're somebody's helper. We've all got to do on our own. You know, after the age of, I guess, around about 18, maybe 21, because my kids are like, you know, in their teens, we've got to be able to stand on our own 2 feet and sort out. We've had a good, basically, we've had a good crack at life, and when we get to 20, we've got to be able to, I am your mum. God, bet you're glad I am not your mum. You've got to be able to reflect and it to make sense internally to you, for the lessons that we get thrown at us to be able to help us. This person needs to do that. You've done it yourself. So you need to basically let this person move towards you, give them space, be clear, be open, don't play games. You've got what I think is a confidence to be able to do that. You're very good at relating to people and you're straight up. I'm not saying you're not in pain or you're not finding it difficult. So death and the lovers could indicate that. And as I said, this could be a divorce, separation situation. There could be children involved. Okay, I'm going to leave that there, pile number 1. Thank you. I have to think then. Thank you very much for joining me. It's always lovely to hear your comments and your suggestions for readings, which I had quite a few last time. I've just written those down today. So I think this is one actually. So I'm going to go through. I'm going through this one now. Yeah, goodbye. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, pile number 1. Yikes. This has got a lovely feeling of 2 people that have very similar intentions towards each other. It feels like walking towards a burning flame together. It feels like the intentions are strong, the situation's moving and rolling in a way. There's a very sociable feel between the pair of you, a very sort of, I think you may have, or at least you expect to have, I forgot a card. Fun together. So I don't know whether this has started off in a way where you were out and it just kicked off. It makes me think that 2 people that have chatted and got excited in each other's company and walked away thinking, oh my gosh, that's the one. Okay, just put extra cards out here. Yeah, you've got a very sweet, soft ability to relate easily to people. You've probably got quite a romantic nature. You're probably one of those people with the Justice card twice here that may like commitment, may have a lot of Libra in you. You like things to be harmonious. The Lovers card, the Ace of Cups, you've fallen big time for this person and you're prepared to let them know. The Sun of Fire, if you haven't already, to me is somebody who, I'm going to say shoots their mouth off, but I don't think it is that. It's more a case of childlike, saying what you're thinking. And it isn't childlike, is it? But it's like somebody who's honest and open and just is. But you've got very lovey-dovey cards here. I mean, if you put those all together, there are, you know, three major arcana. So let's just double emphasize the Justice card. So that's harmonious. That's commitment, could be with a Lover's card there. Both of these are dealing with two sides of a stone. What is that? Penny. Are dealing with duality in some way, and that must be bringing it together through love. Basically, you've got Juno down here. You really feel, I feel that you feel that you would throw yourself into that burning lake for this person, but not in a case, it hasn't got a feeling of drama about it. It's this is what it is and I've accepted it. I've got huge feelings for this person. My intentions are to move forward towards this and I want it to be passionate. You've got the Tower card up here, you've got the Lovers card here. Hold on, I might have to retract that slightly. The Justice card is here. Okay, the Justice card is, I'm taking the Justice card as commitment because you've got the World card here which will wrap it up, and the Tower card here is you may have to walk through fire to get to this commitment. So I don't know what your situations are, but your intentions towards this person are straightforward, big. Your person's intentions are coming from a place of difficulty inside them because they're coming across as the Ten of Fire and Chiron. That's carrying a heavy load, maybe to do with a certain circumstances, past hurt or insecurities in some way. But the connection between the pair of you, it feels like their intentions are to be with you more, to find out more, to socialize with you, to laugh with you, to love with you, and to experience life with you more so, but they're not really sure how to get there. But between the pair of you, I think you will. So if there's anything difficult between this relationship, the fact that you've got the Strength card and the Justice card here, you're prepared to give up something if there's something. If you have something that stops you getting into this relationship, I think you're prepared to give it up. Your person will be the person that could push you over the edge to do that because they're coming from a point of view that they're not going to give up either. So this person's intentions are strong. But I'd like to know why they've got Chiron over here. To do with family situations, maybe your person is on their second marriage, maybe they've come out of a relationship that was quite difficult and that they carry that around with them. There is a feeling here, but to be honest, I would normally say, which a lot of tarot readers do say with the Three of Cups here, you know, are there three people in a relationship? But the fact that I've got that next to the Eight of Wands, I'm going to say that has a feeling that you just get on well together, or that you, there's something very outgoing about the pair of you, or you like to, there's communication and talking and chatting and drinking and smiling and planning things together and life being fun feeling here. So their intentions, I think, are to have more of that. But the fact that you've got the Seven of Cups here is almost like, well, how am I going to do that? But I'm going to keep going with the Strength card here. The Strength card is like a bulldozer with extra batteries in it. You may not even see this coming towards you, but it doesn't stop. It's like the Duracell bunny. It just keeps on moving. And regardless of what you can see on the surface, it's all going underneath and inner strength here. The Tower card is where your intentions meet. Why would you get the Tower? Because there's nothing really... The only thing I would say which was dramatific in here is you ending the World card and the Justice card here. If this person with the Ten of Cups and Chiron is coming out of a relationship, then you're prepared. You want it to be. You want to make a stamp on this. You've made this journey, this and this and this. You've decided. To me, it's like you're adamant, I'm thinking here with the World card here. It's like I've been through this journey and it's ended, and I don't know, why does it feel like you're both throwing yourself into a burning lake? There's got to be some loss to get there. One or both of you has to give up something, maybe your person here, to get closer. So is your person already in a relationship? They've got strong feelings towards you. You're getting extremely well. With the Ten of Cups here, is that their relationship, more a commitment there? You've got the Justice card twice here. So family values or family relationships or situations like marriage may be an issue, and you want it to end. This, and then the love. There's going to be some sort of loss. Why the Strength card with them? Because they're stable in themselves. Okay. This is what I've got with regards to their intentions. Pile number 2. This person likes you, enjoys your company, wants to be with you. There's a feeling here of excitement when they see you, or wanting to chat with you, wanting to sit with you. And it's almost like you have to wait for... you have to end the conversation because it feels like this person has a draw towards you that's difficult to step back from. They don't quite know what to do with it, so I don't know if there's something here with the cup cards here that ties them somewhere else, whether it's the Chiron. And I know this is a general reading, so I have to sort of give different ideas to different people to make it more relatable, I suppose. But with the Chiron and the Ten of Cups here, that could be something. With the Ten of Fire is something that you could feel like you carry around, this man or woman carries around with them something that is inside themselves all the time that feels heavy. Maybe they feel like they're going to get burnt, or maybe, what do they feel? Let's just find out. I just thought then, is it an insecurity, but your person comes across as strong and easygoing, somebody who's very much in the moment, likes to chat, likes to talk, interested in people, busy and stable, a strong lover, confidence. They've lost their confidence at the moment. I think this person is generally self-assured. The feeling in this pile is somebody who can get up and chat and talk to anybody. But at the moment, I think that their confidence and how they see themselves is at a low. But not their normal disposition. Why? Change. Okay, right, let's go through this. Their intentions and your intentions. Their intentions, I think, are they've got carried away with the moment. They've found somebody, which I'm assuming is you, that they like to talk to, that's easy to talk to. They're a strong personality. They're confident. They're straight up. They're flummoxed with what to do next. I think this person is teetering a little bit with regards to confidence, and that may be to do with change, maybe taking the next step. Stability, do you know what it feels like? Somebody's been in the same job for a long time. You know when people gain their confidence from doing something over and over and over again, but when they have to do something that's slightly outside their normal routine, it's like you see little nips or chinks in the armour. So I think that your person has got chinks in the armour that I don't think you've got. I don't know, actually you could be quite similar, not with the chinks, but with the need to commit and the need for stability. Your person's a stable person. I'm getting an image of somebody that has lots of people around them, lives in a village, knocks on people's doors, goes for cups of tea, stays for about 2 hours talking about everyday things. Somebody kind, gentle, strong personality, relates, chats, talks, nice person. Their intentions towards you are very much an extension of what their personality is anyway, and that is to relate, to be stable with you, to give you a commitment. But with the Tower card at the end, I've got to say that this has got to have some sort of hiccup to do with change, with something where they feel established and content in their life that may need to be let go to be able to get closer to you, and I don't know what that is. They like stability. That Strength card and that Four of Wands to me is somebody who's happy but stable in it. But to get to you may cause a tower moment. You're coming from very similar energy of stability, the ability to love, to share your affection, far more sensual, sexual power than them. There's a naughty tinge behind you that would find amusement in life that's slightly past that comfort zone. So I wonder whether you have that your intentions are slightly more pushing, even though you can see the situation for what it is. You like this person's stability. The fact that you've got the Justice twice, you would like that person to be in your life. So your intentions are to find somebody who provides you with stability too. But to get there, I think that you're going to both have some sort of tower moment. Let's just see. Let's just see. Sound like Cilla Black then. Do you know what? Talking about Cilla Black, I watched Elvis last night. My daughter hadn't watched it. I have watched it before, so we watched it on Amazon Prime. And I'm watching him. Oh, actually, I'm not going to say anything because this is a tension of me doing something. If I say it, and I might not do it, but there's something really intriguing about his chart that I think will be intriguing about lots of people's charts. I'm going to put that into action. It's like a new start. It's like a new beginning for you two to... It feels to me like two people who are very stable, very lovely, very much stable inside yourselves, content inside yourselves. And for this relationship, both your intentions are similar. Your person's more stuck in who they are. You are more... You want to get this revved up with regards to, it feels like you've got a real sexual attraction towards this person. This person enjoys your company and you make them feel good. But you've got the Lovers and the Ace of Cups here, far more romantic. Theirs is, when can I see this person again? I can't, I'd love to see them. They make me feel good. I love talking to them. Anyway, let's sum it up. Their intentions for you are to get more of you, and they feel that to do that, they would end up getting themselves into trouble. But I would say that it's not impossible to get yourselves into trouble. So the Towers card there, it's a possibility. It's not like somebody who's shut off from it. It's just like somebody that knows there will be change for this relationship to move forward. There has to be change for this relationship to move forward. Your intentions are romantic, sensual, sexual, but you admire this person's stability. You want more of them in your life because they make you feel good. They make you feel like you are on home ground. So that's what I've got. I think I'm going to finish there. The Tower card is like a new start. It's like a big change. Even if this person isn't, or you're not committed in any other direction in life, like work, to be together is like, maybe this person you may have spent a long time on your own. And that is change. You get stuck in your ways. We all get stuck in our ways. I'm not sharing my bed. That type of thing. Who's left the cups on top of the dishwasher? That type of thing. I'm thinking if you... Oh, that's not me. That is not me. That's my dog. I'm going to go and let her out for a wee. Hello. Are you talking? Are you talking? Right, thank you very much. Bye. Okay, just going to start talking quickly because there are lots of thoughts here. Just off the top of my head, what I can see in this so far, your person's coming across as the mother of air and Uranus. This to me is somebody who's straight talking, scientific minded, maybe quite clinical, may even work in that type of environment. There's a feeling here that they fall in love and they feel big time and they're very open and honest with it. There is a feeling here of a very, very strong, which I haven't had in the other two spreads, karmic type bond, whatever that means. And I don't think we can all hypothesize, but we don't really know, do we? But we know what it feels like. And if you're interested, you know what it feels like. And if you're interested in astrology, oftentimes, I know I keep bigging up astrology, but he is part of me. I do think that regardless of how much I've still got to learn, it's still something that I see through the eyes that look. Jeez, It's part of me and a big part of my life is what I'm trying to say. This has got an extremely strong karmic bond, and what I was trying to say is your synastry, I can imagine, is very strong. There will be strong connections in this. You have got what I feel like is a more childlike, inquisitive nature. Somebody who likes life to be fun. Somebody who gets taken away, not so much with emotions, but with the thought of getting the best out of life here. There is a feeling in this also of what I would say is anxiety to do with the connection. I don't think I've had these type of reads often. When I first started readings, I had a couple of reads and I was like, okay, there's something big going on here. This feels like that. It feels like you can feel the tension and you can feel that it's a big deal. And in that, there's like you're tiptoeing more than you would in usual relationships. Your intentions here without I should be doing the, you know, when you have the, what's that program that used to be on TV, something about a millionaire, and there was a film made out of it. It's not How to Be a Millionaire, and there's questions and they go through certain sort of levels. Yeah, you know the one. There was a film made out of it with the guy from it. There was an Indian actor in it. Really good film anyway. And they try and string out the answer so that it makes it more interesting. I'm not really good at doing that. To me, it feels like you are digging and delving because the truth of this connection is just as important as the actual connection to you. So it wouldn't surprise me, especially with the Jupiter card down here, that your intentions are to find out the truth. Your main intention is to find out the truth. Even more so than to have the relationship is to understand the connection. So you may have a very inquisitive, very far-reaching mind that when you are, I'm going to say actually, but to understand what's actually going on in the world that we are all, most of us feel blinded to a lot of the time because we're busy. It's more important to you to find out an inkling of that truth than to have a relationship with this person. And I'm wondering whether you have acknowledged that this person with the King of Cups here, the Devil card, the Judgment card, having such a scientific backdrop here, even regardless of how scientific you are. And I often think this with people that say, well, that doesn't work, reflexology doesn't work, astrology doesn't work, tarot doesn't work. I can understand where they're coming from, totally understand it, but we can't really spout off. I mean, we all do it, including me, until we've had a crack at it. And I don't just mean looking at a few books for a couple of weeks. Until you've spent a year doing, let's not talk about the things that we do, reflexology. That sounds like rubbish, doesn't it? The only bit that got me in reflexology was putting electronic bits into people's feet, like where your eyes are and your pupils dilating, that type of thing. I thought, okay, I like that. I can see that. That makes sense. But how can your feet be? How can the universe or your body be reflected in smaller parts of your body? Your universe. Oh my gosh! How can the planets be reflected inside us? How can our liver or our eyes be reflected in our feet? It's just too much, isn't it? I absolutely love these questions, and just I wonder whether you're the same. And it takes a year, I would guess, of studying a particular subject to start feeling like I can't articulate myself in arguing about it, and I have no need to. I keep thinking, to me, it's really arrogant this, but it's your loss if you're not interested. That's what it feels like to me. But you need to look at it properly to be able to feel that you know, rather than that's interesting, I bet that works. Or just saying that it does off the top of your head. That I feel is, anyway, what was I saying? Scientific person here, feeling the pull big time, doesn't understand it, not interested in anything, the things we've just been talking about. But with the Devil and the Judgment card, your person's in this more than you are. And it's through this type of feeling that the biggest growth comes. Why you've got the Fool card here. This person It's intentions towards you. This is not so much intentions, okay, let me turn it to intentions then, are to understand themselves, to understand the situation. That isn't their intentions, because I don't think they're at ease with it. They may be curious. They may be curious, but not in the direction that you would take to understand this. They're confused. They want to. Your intentions are the same. You both want to know. You're both coming from completely different directions. You're open. You're willing to try anything. The Jupiter card there is very much have a go at everything, see what works. You're prepared to take a different path to get close to this person. You want to know the truth. You're prepared to you're prepared not to have this person to understand what's going on in this situation. You want to know, you're prepared to work on it. I wonder whether you are very much into those things we were talking about earlier, and you enjoy that whole process. When you meet somebody, you may be one of those persons, when you meet somebody, it's like, way, I can go home and do my tarot cards on that person. How long will it take me to find out their birth date, time, place? Exactly the time they were born. I always envy people and America is the first place that comes to mind, because I think you have always had your birth times, from what I found out, exact birth times from the moment you're born. We've only had that recently. So it's like asking mums, and that is like a bloody can of worms. I was busy is the answer I always get. Don't know, I was busy. Right then, so their intentions towards you are to find out more about you. Very inquisitive, want to share their love in a way that is nice and open and acceptable, quite mature, very giving, very caring, not really wanting more from you than they're prepared to give. Somebody who's straightforward, you'd ask me and I'll tell you type of feeling in this one, but there's something inside this person that is rubbing deep, and you don't often get cards like this together. The end card is the karmic seal. Oh my gosh, it's not a seal, it's a whale, it's karmic soul anyway. The devil and the judgment card here, this person feels more than they feel they should be feeling. The intentions towards you are confused with the moon card there because of this. It feels like somebody, when they meet you, they're trying to be the King of Cups, because they feel they are the King of Cups. They like to give and they like to care and they like to be sweet and kind and gentle. But underneath, there's a lot of, what was that type of feeling. Do you know when you wake from a dream and it feels real and you carry it around with you all day? Or if you're attracted to somebody and you dream about them in a way that shows the connection, that is what your person is probably going through and they can't quite figure it out. And sometimes you get that feeling in a more, I say, childlike way, but when you dream about somebody who you're not attracted to and you have to face them in work, it's just as bad. This person doesn't understand. Their intentions towards you are to be kind and open and gentle with you, but their intentions towards themselves are far more profound. Their intentions are to understand, and they don't really know what they're scrabbling with at the moment. Sorry, long-winded. Your intentions are to understand as well. You want to know, you're prepared to dig deep, and in that will be the biggest growth for you. This relation, you're prepared to sacrifice this relationship for knowledge. You may be saying, shut your face, Lindsay, that's so stupid, because you may not agree with it, but you may in about 4 or 5 years' time. The change, the progress inside you will be very much a part of the stamp of this relationship. Yeah, without doubt. You've done this before, the pair of you. You've been in relationships that have forced you to look inside yourselves to understand the connection. And to me, those are the best relationships, because in that comes the awareness. It's like meeting that other part of yourself. And in that, we know where we sit in life, who we are in life, why are we here? Because otherwise it's just basically kissing the dog in Tesco's and a bit of love. And there's more behind it than that. That is probably the most important bits. But there's more things behind life. That we're not worms anymore. We're not monkeys. We've got what I would say, I'm not talking about myself here so much, but advanced brains for a reason. And this is what this connection is. So your intentions are similar. Your understanding is different. There's attraction here that I think is very intense, that your person can't explain and is struggling really hard to find a very practical answer to it. It's because they've got nice hair. It's because they've got nice toenails, that type of thing. You know exactly what you're in and you're enjoying the journey. Although I guess if I asked you straight, you would tell me to shush. Because on the surface, we want what we want, don't we? But yours is a journey that is, you're ready for it. You need to be, I think you already are, to be honest. I think that you probably are extremely good at what you're doing already to have this feeling here. It's just that extra nudge for more development inside yourself. And you've done it before, the pair of you. It's like an agreement, like, I'm going to wake you up. Same intentions here. So pile number 3, I'm going to leave that there. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and please leave a comment and please give it a likey. Bye.